Hello everybody, my name is Vladan Jevremovic. I'm a Senior Research Director at IBWave, and today I will be talking about tracking human bodies in buildings with machine learning and Wi-Fi. So let's start by explaining the origins of this work. It all started in 2013 when researchers from MIT were able to detect a body in the same room as an AP and as a Wi-Fi sensor. And they were able to do that because Wi-Fi signal reflects from a human body and gets detected by a Wi-Fi sensor. But also human body has a known reflection coefficient. So the sensor expects certain signal values from a reflection at a certain distance if a human body is present. Now, 5 years later, MIT was able to extend body detecting range. Now, a Wi-Fi sensor could detect a body even if it was not in the same room as the sensor and AP. Now, the solution only shows the body as a walking stick. There were no distinctive features. And it only works if the wall is light. If the penetration loss is too big, for example, if we have a concrete or a brick wall, then there would be no return signal to the sensor. And so we would not be able to detect the body. So the question then was, how do we recreate a distinctive body parts from points in space? Then fast forward to 2023. Now we have researchers at Carnegie Mellon University that applied a novel approach of detailed 2D mapping of a body. A body shape can now be discerned even if a body is not in the same room as the sensor. And we have an image here which shows how a human body was mapped into many smaller surfaces. And this is the basis of this research. This image is taken from a paper called Dense Pose from Wi-Fi by Gang, De La Torre, and Wang. And we're going to explain this research by a company called Dense Pose that was the basis of the work done at Carnegie Mellon University in our next slide. So let's start by explaining what DensePose is and what it does. DensePose is a machine learning algorithm that is developed by Facebook that maps all of the pixels in a human body photo to a corresponding 2D surface. So what do we do here? Well, we start by taking a photo of a kid. Here is a baby on the left. And then we separate that photo in two parts in this example. One is head, another one is torso. And then we take samples at certain pixels of a baby's head and also samples of some pixels of a baby torso. And then we will put those sample pixels in a folder with other torsos and other heads. And the idea is if we are given some samples, can we recreate a torso out of it? And can we recreate a head out of it? And can we recreate it so that we can distinguish between a baby's head and an adult head? And to do that, researchers associated with DensePose, they have used 50,000 human pictures and they cut those pictures into 5 million surfaces for the purpose of machine learning, training, and testing. So let's talk about how Carnegie Mellon researchers built on the software that we just talked about. Just to remind you, that software is capable of recreating body parts if given coordinates of bunch of points in space. So what did Carnegie Mellon researchers do? They would send a signal, Wi-Fi signal from AP to the body, and it would reflect from the body and would be detected by Wi-Fi sensors. And the phase and the amplitude of the reflected Wi-Fi signal from various regions of a body were recorded. Now, body coordinates were mapped using Wi-Fi amplitude and phase difference. So now we have a bunch of points with coordinates, and we feed those points into DensePose software and use that software to map those body coordinates into individual 2D surfaces that correspond to various body parts. So now we have a various body parts at our disposal, and the only thing that is left is to put together those 2D surfaces, which are really body parts, to create a 2D body, 2D version of a body. So this is innovation that is a cheaper alternative to LiDAR or radars. And I can see this technology being used by 911 services, firemen, police, if they want to see if there are human bodies in behind the door that cannot be accessed, then I can see this being a standard equipment that they can bring with them. The portable AP and the portable sensors, or 2 or 3, and this can help them figure out if there are any bodies behind the wall, and if they are, whether they are adults or kids. And that's all for today, folks. Thank you for watching our videos and have a good day.